Dre Baldwin, balloverseas.com, the Overseas Basketball Blueprint. This is a topic that I have talked about many times before, but I'm going to keep talking about it today, and I'm going to talk about it a bunch of times in the future. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Before I even get started, if you have not yet, liked, commented, shared. If you're watching this on video, if you're listening to this on the podcast app, please leave a review of the show. Let people know we're giving you the game. The topic is, do not pay money to anyone. This is a topic that I got to keep talking about because this keeps coming up. I keep talking about it because it keeps coming up. Money is probably the topic when it comes to all of this stuff. When we're talking about professional basketball, this is the thing that people are most emotionally attached to. People most want to know. I mean, a lot of people want to play basketball for a living. Yes, it's your passion to play ball, and it will fulfill your dreams and your spirit and your soul and your ego and all of that. But it's also because you make money playing basketball. You still got to eat, right? Your diapers got to get changed at home one way or another, whether you're overseas or you're in the United States. So what happens is these professional scammers, these are not actual professional teams, but professional scammers out there are reaching out to players like you and me back when I was playing, and people like me when I was playing, people like you now, and our kids in future generations. They're going to reach out to them. When they see that you want to play overseas, they see you on some message board, they see you got your video highlights up on the internet, they see you got yourself a one-page, Wix or Squarespace website promoting your basketball abilities. They see you on Instagram talking about you want to play overseas. Then they target you. They reach out to you and say, hey, we like your video, we saw you somewhere, we're interested in you, we're going to offer you a deal. And I talked about this in the videos that were titled Scam Alert, Is This a Scam? Volume 1, 2, and 3. And I'm probably going to end up making volume 1,000 of this because the scams will just keep evolving. And the thing is, they will get players roped into this. It's like a long process that they go through. They go back and forth with the emails. They got this whole funnel set up. Like, they send you the email, get your interest, see who responds back, and they just keep going with you, and they just drag you along slowly, just keep enticing you until they get to the point they've even offered you a contract, a quote-unquote contract, and then finally at the end they hit you with, well, you got to pay this. You got to pay this in order for us to move forward and us to do what we need to do for you. You pay, and we will, we'll get you your visa with the money you give us for the visa, and then we'll fly you overseas. We'll give you your money. You'll be playing for us, et cetera, et cetera. The thing is, as soon as you pay that money's gone, and you never hear from them again. I want to make sure y'all understand. And this scam comes in many forms. There was a dude in the United States named John Jordan who was doing this exact kind of scam way back in the day, like 10, 15 years ago. This dude's older than me was telling me that they seen this dude scamming, and I remember exchanging a couple emails with this guy, and I remembered his name. He was scamming back in the day, and the thing is, and I know people got scammed by this dude, multiple people, but the whole thing is, somebody will offer you a chance to play overseas. They see that you're somebody who is looking, and then they'll entice you, tell you all these things they can do for you, and once they got you emotionally engaged in that, then they finally hit you with, well, you got to pay me this. And it's not a big sum of money. It'll be something like $200, $300, $350, $400, something in that range, between $200 and $500 to pay for something. It'll be like a visa, it'll be a transfer fee, something that you might not even understand, or it might be something like, if it's an American trying to scam you, it'll be something like, well, this is just what you pay as a licensing fee for me to do the work. I'm getting you a job. I don't take any of your money from your contract, but you just paying me this for my connections and for my relationships and the things that I have. This is the way that they'll scam you. And this is not limited to basketball, but since we're talking basketball here, I'm talking about basketball. If you don't understand what you're paying for, don't pay for it. I'll say it one more time. And this one you can take with you outside of basketball. If you don't understand what you're paying for, don't pay for it. And if you're not quite sure, if you don't understand, and then you ask that person, well, what exactly is it that I'm paying for here? Why am I paying for this? And you're not quite sure, then ask them to explain it to you. Or you can look around for some social proof. There's another thing that can help you out. And this is why when you go to anybody's website, when they have a product that they're offering you or anything they're giving you, even if they're giving it to you for free, people put all this social proof on there in the form of testimonials, case studies. Here's a picture of somebody with the product. Here's somebody talking about this service that they got from me. It's a way of you understanding, all right, I'm not the only person in the world who's ever done this. Other people have done it. All right, so this allows you to feel more comfortable making a decision. And when you're talking to these random people that are allegedly from overseas, many of them ain't, some of them from the United, they might be living across the street from you, just scamming your ass. Or somebody in the United States, whatever. If you never heard of them, and they can't provide any proof that they've done this for anyone other than you before, And I mean proof, not them saying it, but showing you, look, here's some other people talking about it. Here are some reviews. Here are other people who have the book. Here are other people that I work with. Here's some other things that I've done in the past that shows that I'm a real person. You can Google me. You can look me up. You can see me on social media. You can email me. You can message me. If you don't see these things and you don't understand what you're paying for, then you are probably looking at a scam. I mean, you're a smart person. You went to college. You have played basketball. I mean, you're not an idiot. If you don't understand it, you shouldn't be giving your money to it. At least not $200 to $500 worth of money. Now, maybe if you make a bad mistake with $5, that might be different. But $200, $350, you probably shouldn't be making a mistake with that. And if you don't see any social proof, you cannot verify or vet that this person actually exists, that they've done this for anybody else. They can't give you any, they can't refer you to anybody else who's going through the same process that they're taking you through, then that should be telling you that it's a red flag. So be very careful when it comes to the money. Do not pay money for anything. When you are a professional basketball player, the professional team that you play for pays for the things that you're going to need. So they will pay the fees for whatever it costs to bring you over. They will pay for the flight. If there is a visa or a transfer fee or a licensing fee or any other kind of fees they come up with, they'll come up with different phrases for this stuff over the years. The scams evolve the same way the information evolves. They realize people got smarter to this scam, and now we got to create a new scam. They will always create a new scam. They're like computer hackers. All right, there will always be hackers out there, no matter how updated the security is. They'll find another way around it. This is just the way the game goes. It's like Tom and Jerry. It's like a cat and mouse game. So understand that a professional basketball team, this is what's going to stay the same. They will always pay for the stuff. Whatever it is, they will pay for it. If a team offers you a situation where they say, hey, you can come over here, but we're not going to pay for your flight, but we'll give you a place to stay, we'll give you housing, we'll give you something to eat, or maybe one of those things, but you got to pay for your flight, that is something that does happen. So that is not the same. I want to be clear what I mean here. If a team is telling you to pay them, then you're probably looking at a scam. No basketball player pays a team in order to get on a team. That doesn't even make any sense. Now, if the team is saying, hey, you got to fly to France, or you got to fly to Australia, you got to fly to Germany on your own dime, and then you can get the workout, you can get the tryout, that does happen. But understand, when you pay for your flight to go from Portland to Germany, the team doesn't get any of that money. All that money is going to American Airlines or Lufthansa or whoever that airline that you're paying. All that money goes to them. The team gets nothing from that. So they can't possibly be scamming you by saying, hey, just come over to Germany. Nobody gains anything if you get on a plane and land in Germany and there's nothing there. There's no scam there. The scam, the other side got to be getting something, and usually it's money. So a scam is them asking you to give them something in exchange for your opportunity to play ball. But again, if you really think about it, look at basketball in the United States. Does a player pay a team for a chance to get on the team? No, it makes no sense. The team pays for the player. They'll at least pay for your flight, and they'll give you a place to stay, put you in a hotel, give you a meal or two, just to find out what your game is about. Now, if you know good, you may never get a check from that team, but then they'll fly you back home. But there's nothing that you need to pay them for. Again, they're offering you a job. Why would you need to pay them in order for them to give you a job opportunity? Doesn't even add up. But I understand you players, when you get emotionally engaged in a situation, that you can get roped down. This is all sales techniques. This is all sales and marketing. This stuff is one of the oldest tricks in the game. Selling is the oldest profession in the world. It's also the highest paid profession in the world, and is also the biggest scam alert profession in the world. So you all got to be careful. This is another version of this video. Do not pay for anything to a team. Do not pay a team directly for anything when you're looking to play professional basketball overseas. If you have not yet claimed your copy of the Overseas Basketball Blueprint, go to balloverseas.com. The link is down below in the description wherever you happen to be consuming this. The book is free. All you do is cover the shipping. 237 pages will ship this to you worldwide, anywhere you live, for you to play professional basketball overseas right now, assuming that you have game. We also have the 4-book Overseas Blueprint bundle that includes the book on exposure camps, the book on basketball agents, and Overseas Basketball Secrets, which is about the business side of professional basketball. All of that is available at balloverseas.com. Work on your game. Dre all day.